Well, hey guys, I wanted to just share something with you. And the backstory is this, that back when I was doing the radiation treatment back in January, February, that doc said, hey, let's do an MRI of your brain, your neck, your spine, just to be sure. And they did that, and then that guy said to me, looks like we found, 5 tumors in your neck and your spine. And he said, I'm not your guy to take care of that. You need to go see a neurosurgeon. And I figured, well, I'll do that, in a month or two. And then COVID hit. And so I never got to do it until 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I finally did meet with a neurosurgeon, and he looked at those and he said, out of these 5, these 3 have to go. But this one in particular, it has to go. And he explained to me, he said, this tumor is in your spinal cord, in the spinal column, and it's compressing your spinal cord by 50%, and I'm surprised you haven't felt loss yet. He said, but if this tumor doesn't come out in the next year, within the next year, you're going to lose mobility. You're going to lose your ability to control your legs. You're going to lose your sexual function. You're going to lose your bowel function, and some other things. And he said, if it were me, I would do this surgery today, right now. And so that was a couple of weeks ago. It made for a pretty difficult couple of weeks on top of other things. And anyway, on Friday this past week, the surgeon's office called me and said, Dr. Loudon has an opening for you on Monday, November 9th for the surgery for the tumor that he said needs to go now. And you need to let us know today or Monday at the latest if you're going to do it, if you can keep the appointment. He's in high demand, and we can't tell you when the next opening is going to be. Long story short, after a lot of prayer and just listening to the Lord and those who speak prophetically, as much as I totally believe God is able to heal supernaturally, instantaneously, I have also experienced in my life times in which God is very clear about saying, this time I want you to accept my healing in a different way, in a conventional way, in a medical process, that kind of thing. And this was one of those moments. And so I wanted to let you know about this because it's a pretty big deal kind of surgery, because they're going to open up my back, do the laminectomy and break apart the vertebrae and take out the discs, all of that, but then get into my spinal cord. And it's pretty big deal. So the surgery it's going to be 7 days in the hospital in the first period of recovery, and then 3 or 4 weeks at home laid up. And so that's why I'm sharing this with you, because sort of all of a sudden I'm going to be out of commission for 5 weeks, give or take, and I wanted you to know about that. I wanted you to know what I'm dealing with, and ask you to pray for me for that. And I have total compassion for any of us who are carrying any kind of physical burden. And I don't mean to kind of take all the attention, but I do want you to know why I'll be MIA and for a little bit. I do ask for your prayers. And in the meantime, you are an amazing team. Our church is strong, and you're an amazing team, capable, competent, godly, full of love, full of power and energy and strength to serve the Lord. And I'm asking you to keep doing that for sure. And I'm especially grateful for those of you who kind of step up and do some double duty on some things. James and Ann and Donovan preaching and helping with the CPSOM class, and Aaron, and who knows, I haven't even contacted everybody yet to say, can you help with this, that, or something else in my absence? But I'll need you to. I'm asking you to. Pastor Glenn will also be stepping it up, and I'm so grateful for that. And in my absence, if you have any kind of question about, what are we doing, what's happening, Pastor Glenn is there for that very purpose, to guide and give leadership. And I'm not exactly sure what my recovery is going to look like. I mean, they said, 7 days in the hospital, give or take, could be more if you're not doing good, maybe even a little less if you are amazing. And the recovery at home, I don't know if I'm going to be just in constant pain, or if I'm going to be feeling ready to do some Zoom meetings or whatnot. I'm just not sure. But I know that the doc said, you're not going to feel normal till at least 6 months. I mean, normal in terms of lifting stuff up and bounding around and walking with energy and everything. And he said, not going to lie, first couple months are a little rough. You're going to be in a lot of discomfort. And anyway, that's what's happening with me. I'm asking for your prayers, and I also just want to say I'm so sorry for the timing. It feels awkward to be having this happen right in the middle of a difficult moment for what we've been processing as a staff team, where there's this kind of investigation and some unresolved sense of things. And I apologize for the timing that I'm dealing with this right when we're also dealing with that. On the other hand, maybe there's some of God's grace in that too, that there's a way in which God will work like he says he would, all things for the good, even all of these things. So just wanted to share that with you. Ask for your prayers. This little tumor has grown to be quite a big problem. So thanks for praying with me for God to move even through the medical process. I'll be going to St. Joe's over in the city of Orange, and they have a pretty vigilant visitors policy during COVID days. So I don't think I wouldn't expect to see any of you. It wouldn't be worth the drive because of how they limit people coming into the hospital. But I would ask for your prayers. Thanks.